be kind of like a boring video. It's just like really quick, like a brief update on Bits again, because my vet was out here last week and I told you guys I would tell you what my vet said about Bits, so that's what we're gonna do. I am also working on making an update. I am also working on making an updated Meet My Horses video. Basically, I'm just gonna talk about all of the horses at my barn right now, even the ones that aren't mine, because you guys still see them in videos sometimes. So that way you guys will know who everyone is and what they do, and just like a little bit more about their personalities and stuff. So yeah, I am working on that. Hopefully I'll have it done by like next week maybe. But yeah, today I just want to talk about Bits really quick because my vet was out here last week, and I have some kind of good news and some kind of not good news. But yeah, so let's just get right to this.
Counting all different ideas drifting away. Past and present, they don't matter, now the future sorted out.
So like I said, my vet was out here last week, and you know, we did like the basic like chiro stuff, what we always do. And then I kind of brought up like some of the stuff that I've been noticing with Bits, like when my vet isn't out here. And you know, I talked to him about that, and then he's like, okay, like we'll flex him. And so we flexed him, and my lovely horse is lame in his ankles, his hocks, and his stifles. So like pretty much his whole hind end hurts. Like, excellent job, Bits. Really excellent. The good news, his front end is perfect. Feels great up there. His back end like really bothers him though. So basically we had two options. We could either just inject everything right away, that's 6 joints to inject. That is a lot of injections, and that's not cheap to do. And then our other option was to osphos him and just wait, give the osphos time to kind of work its magic and see what joints we can clean up and hopefully not have to inject 6 joints. So we went the osphos route. So, you know, next time my vet is out here, we'll probably flex Bits again, see, you know, what still needs to be injected, and then we'll inject it then. So, you know, it's not super great news, but I guess it could be worse. Like, I was more worried about like soft tissue, like something torn or something like that. But there's nothing torn. It's just like his joints hurt, which isn't, you know, it's not unusual. Like, he is pretty young, but you know, all horses need maintenance at some point or another. So, you know, it's just kind of part of it. It comes with the territory of owning horses. Like, they need maintenance if you want them to be able to perform at their best. So, you know, that's kind of where we're at with things. I'm really excited to see what the osphos does for him. Hopefully that will make him feel a little better. We have osphosed quite a few of our horses, and it's done a lot for them. So I'm really excited to see what it does for Bits. You know, I know we're not going to get away with not injecting anything. Like, I'm sure that ankles will for sure be injected in probably at least one of the hocks. Maybe we can get by without injecting the stifles, but you know, we'll see what the osphos does for him. So you know, I really hope it helps him. And I also just want to say that like, this horse's maintenance isn't just because like he's a thoroughbred. Like, all horses, no matter what breed, they need maintenance. Like, we have a quarter horse in the barn that gets his stifles done. I don't really think like it's breed dependent. It's a lot to do with like conformation. Like, the reason Bits' ankles are so bad is because of his conformation. His pasterns are really long, so his ankle is just kind of a weak point for him. So, you know, it's more so conformation and not just like, oh, they're a thoroughbred, so they're automatically high maintenance and, you know, all this other stuff, because I have quite a few thoroughbreds in the barn. Knock on wood. Be right back. So I have quite a few thoroughbreds in the barn that don't really need any maintenance. Like, they're pretty solid. They're just good. Like, they don't hardly ever need adjusted either. Like, they're pretty solid. It really depends on like conformation. So I don't want people to like watch this and be like, oh wow, another thoroughbred that is just like really high maintenance. And you know, because like it's not always the case. Like, Bits is an exception. Bits is very high maintenance. I mean, he could be a warm blood, and like if he's still like has his conformation, like it's not gonna change anything about him. Like, his ankles are still gonna hurt him, you know, his hocks are still gonna hurt him, his stifles are still gonna hurt him, because it's just the way he's built. Some of it does come from them, you know, racing and all of that. Like, that's very hard on them. But, you know, it's not like solely because of that. Like, the conformation plays a very large part in it. So yeah, I just want to like say that, because thoroughbreds get so much crap for being high maintenance and all this other stuff. And it's really not always the case with them. It just happens that like some of them are high maintenance, but that comes with any breed, honestly. Like, you can't put things in boxes. I hate that. Like, I'm getting way off topic here, but like I hate when people put me in a box, like because I ride horses, then I am automatically just like country, and I wear cowboy boots and I listen to country music, and like I'm all of these things just because they see me with horses. So like it drives me nuts, because it's not true. And like you can't put things in boxes, you know. Like there's so many like outside factors that affect everything. And like it's the same way with, you know, horses, animals, like any breed of anything. Like, you can't put things in boxes, you know? Do you get what I'm saying? I hope you guys get what I'm saying. You know, like, there's just always exceptions to everything. And I think that's important to remember. Like, you can't just like write something off because you think it's gonna be this certain way because of something that you've heard, or that, you know, a personal experience. Like, there's always exceptions to everything. Okay, so that was really off topic. Let's get back to Bits. So yeah, we did the OSFOS for him. We're gonna give that 3 weeks, and then after that 3 weeks is up, I get to bring him back into work. I'm planning on just doing a lot of stuff to strengthen his hind end, because that's, you know, where he's really weak at. And, you know, that's where the majority of the problems are. So I want to just get that as strong as I can. So yeah, we'll see what he's like in 3 weeks. And, you know, bring him back into work, see what we have. We'll probably flex him again. Well, we definitely will end up flexing him again whenever my vet is here next. He'll probably be here in December sometime, and then we'll see what we still need to inject, and then, you know, of course we'll get it injected, and hopefully after all of this he'll be feeling great, and, you know, we can get him back into like full work, and maybe I'll actually be able to ride this horse. So, you know, that would be super cool if that worked out like that, but we'll see. And then we also got him some ulcer treatment, which I need to start giving him, but I'm really like not wanting to, because for those of you that don't know, it's like he has like half a tube of this stuff like every day for 30 days, and it's like really not fun to do, and like it gets really old after the first week, so like I'm really not looking forward to it, but I do need to start doing that. Maybe I'll start it tomorrow. We'll see. Gosh, just thinking about it is such a drag, and I'm like, oh my gosh. But I will start it eventually. I just kind of like procrastinate a little bit with everything. That's why I don't upload that often, because I procrastinate. if you guys are interested in seeing what my vet says about him next time and like what we end up injecting and like all of that, just like comment down below and I will make another video kind of like this and just talk about like what my vet said and like what we did for him and blah 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 and like all that stuff. Yeah, just like let me know, because I don't want to like film this video if you guys don't actually like care, like, cause you know. So like if you guys are like interested in it, I'll definitely film another video and just kind of keep you guys updated with what's going on with this animal of mine that, you know, is just such a problem child. He's such a problem, but I love him to death. I think it was last month. I'm like walking by the pasture that he's in. And actually my working student at the time was walking by his pasture, and she's like, "Hey Stephanie, Bits has like this huge cut on his face," and I'm like, "Okay, well like how big is it?" And she's like, "Oh, it's pretty big," and I'm like, "Okay, well, like will you just go grab him, like bring him in so I can see it?" And she gets him in, and this horse has tore a big gash down his forehead. And I'm looking at it, and like I get really grossed out by that type of stuff, so I wasn't like looking at it too closely, but I'm like, you know, like I kind of think he might need stitches. And it wasn't that it was like bleeding really bad. It wasn't really bleeding, but it was just really deep. So, you know, we got the vet out there, so he actually like tore down to the bone. Like that's how deep he got. And I still don't really know what he tore his head on, because like there's nothing in that pasture for him to possibly scratch his head on, but he still managed to do it somehow. So yeah, he had to get 11 stitches, and then he had this like really cute bandage all over his face, and it was just ridiculous. Like I don't know why this horse cannot just like not get hurt. He's just the most problematic animal that I have ever encountered in my entire life, and it will just be super awesome if we can keep him from killing himself. I mean, honestly, like I worry that one day I'm just gonna walk outside and this horse is gonna have done something to himself, and he's just like not gonna be with us anymore because he's so dumb and clumsy. Like, not to be mean, but like honestly he is. This is my guest star, Baxi. Say hi. He hates me. He's like, "You're the dumbest person that I've ever known. Don't lick my hand." God, he stinks. So anyways, I don't quite remember what I was talking about. I have yeah, I got it though. I don't really remember what I was talking about, but I think I pretty much covered everything that I needed to say. So yeah, we'll just, you know, end it there, I guess. Say bye. Ew, don't kiss me.